When people talk about what's going wrong in the world, they usually blame politicians. And sometimes that's entirely understandable. Politicians are visible, they're constantly in the public eye, they make promises, they break promises, and they are the easiest people to point the finger at when things start going wrong. But the deeper truth is this: the problem is bigger than government, much bigger. Because the forces shaping our lives do not sit only inside political parties or heads of state. They also sit inside international institutions, state institutions, and corporations. And once you begin to see that properly, the whole picture changes. Think about it. Who shapes whether there is peace or conflict on the global stage? Who shapes whether health systems are resilient? Whether education works? Whether energy and water systems hold up, whether public services are trusted, whether money is safe, whether technology serves us or consumes us. It's not just government. It is the governing bodies of institutions and corporations too. International institutions like the United Nations are meant to preserve order. State institutions that are the backbone of society are meant to provide all the essential services like health, welfare, energy, education, security, and many more. And then there are the corporations where big money lives. You only have to think of the giant companies like banking, technology, and pharmaceuticals to realize just how much we are dependent on them. All of these centers of power are shaping how we live, how we are controlled, and what kind of future we are moving into. That is why the problem cannot be reduced to one party, one election, or one politician. Because even when governments change, the deeper governance ecosystem is still there. The same institutions, the same corporate power, the same structural weaknesses, the same failure to deal properly with long-term public interest. And that is why so many people feel trapped. They vote, governments change, leaders come and go, but the deeper machinery of how society is governed often remains weak, fragmented, captured, or unfit for the scale and complexity of the world we are now living in. So yes, government matters enormously, but it is only one part of a much bigger reality. And if we keep pretending that all failure begins and ends with politicians, we will keep missing the wider system that is actually producing so much of the damage. That matters because once you see that governance is bigger than government, you also start to see that the standards for those in power are nowhere near what they should be. And that leads to the next question. How have we come to accept that people can rise to the highest levels of power without the qualifications and experience to be able to govern that the job demands?